our final one we're going to talk about is the Dallas Cowboys, 1-1. Arizona Cardinals, 1-1. They mentioned old and older quarterbacks. You know, Carson Palmer has now started to come around, especially since they lost Mr. Johnson, you know, who goes out with that big injury.
He's in your fantasy team
Yeah,
as
he
well.
was.
So
He
no
was.
wonder
He
you
was.
mentioned that.
Oh, he was. He was, man.
He was.
Can't beat it anymore. I'll get as many carries as he going to get.
Let's be honest, Carson Palmer's struggling. They've had a revamped offensive line. You know, they don't have David Johnson behind them. They're coming into a game where Dallas was flat out embarrassed in Denver last week. And we said last week Denver could be an upset there because they're now 20-1 in the first 2 weeks of the season in that mile-high air, that rarefied air. So that's something to look for next season maybe. But Arizona actually got a really good record against Dallas. They've won 7 out of the last 8 games against the Cowboys in this series.
If you were the fullback for the Dallas Cowboys, for Ezekiel Elliott, what would you be saying to him?
Well, first off, I'd be saying, look, man, calm down when you leave the facility.
Okay, all right.
Okay, let's stay out of establishments.
Okay.
Okay, let's stay in the book. You know, let's stay focused on what we're trying to accomplish. You know, like I know I make jokes about Ezekiel Elliott, but at the end of the day, you know, I think and I hope that he's learning his lesson. You know, because of the things that have happened. But aside from that, he had a tough week. So the one thing I'd be saying to him, Ezekiel, don't worry about what happened last week. Don't worry about how Denver just beat you down, okay, and stumped on you and made you feel real bad. And you weren't used to all of that, okay? I'm going to tell him, don't worry about that, even though I'm mentioning all of that, because we're with you and you're with us. And it's not just about me as a guard, it's about us as an offense. Because we are the ones that if it is to be, it's up to me and it's up to us. Now, with that being said, Dallas Cowboys are coming off a loss. And this Arizona Cardinal team and Bruce Arians, you know, with that cool Kango he wears, when y'all watch, you know, he's like the coolest coach in the league. It's going to be a battle now because Dallas is motivated because they really got exposed, you know. And Arizona, I mean, they're 30th rushing, they're ranked 30th in rushing, you know.
It's a good time to go and play. You know, the Cowboys for them. It's a welcome tonic. I mean, I look at it and think Dak Prescott. He had a couple of interceptions last week. He had had 60% completion rate. You know, with that offensive line, how really good is this offensive line? That's the question I want to ask.
Which one, Dallas?
Dallas. How good is it? You know, they've come up against Denver and they've got nothing. Was it Zeke Elliott gets 9 yards, 8 carries, 9 yards, whichever way around it was. You know, that frankly for an elite back that everyone's saying he is. I've got to question the offensive line, and I've got to question some of the play calling as well.
So you're saying if I'm the guard and I'm saying that to him, he's saying it was O-line. Well, hold on now. You know, y'all didn't look all that good last week either. Now, I was getting my head beat in, but okay, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up because I think it's interesting, and we don't talk enough about the offensive line, but the Dallas Cowboys offensive line have been associated with dominance for so long. I don't remember a time when us ever saying that the Dallas Cowboys offensive line had a bad day. And maybe they just had a bad day. You know, I mean, we got to give credit to the defense, but, you know, I think as we look forward to especially this game, how are they going to respond? Because when you ask the question, are they really that good? I think it's a legitimate question. But if you've been dominant for so long, does that mean you can't have a bad day? And so the answer to that isn't right now, right? But the answer is, how are you going to handle the Arizona Cardinals?
Without a running game, Arizona has got to go to the air, and that's going to play into that. That's going to help them simply because Nolan Carroll is out. He's out with concussion, cornerback for Dallas. They're now down to 2 cornerbacks with the injuries. Orlando Scandrick's out as well.
You think Arizona's going to exploit that?
They're going to have to try. I mean, they've got no running game.
Well, we want to thank our sponsors, Red Zone Sports, for allowing us to be in this beautiful studio. Also want to thank my main man, Cecil Martin there, former Eagle.
Raider and Buccaneer.
Is that what you're with?
Yeah, Oakland Raiders and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Much love, everybody.
Okay, and Simon, Simon, the man. We want to thank him as well. And remember, if you want to get ahead, check in to SportsHeads. See you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, thanks for watching SportsHeads. Don't forget, you can subscribe to us on YouTube, but you can also hit us on Twitter, Instagram. We would love to hear from you. We're trying to take the program from next level to next level to next level. Enjoy. watching SportsHeads. Don't forget, you can subscribe to us on YouTube, but you can also hit us on Twitter, Instagram. We would love to hear from you. We're trying to take the program from next level to next level to next level. Enjoy.